primer, I'm using the Body Shop Insta Blur. I love this primer. It really airbrushes the skin. It gets it ready for your next step. But if you don't like thick or silicone-based primers, you may not like this one. I don't typically, but I love this one. And then for foundation, I'm going in with the Rimmel Fresher Skin Foundation. Mine's in the lightest shade, and I'm just applying that with a beauty blender. It's a wet beauty blender. I just find the application so much nicer on a beauty blender than a brush, and it's a really nice, buildable, good coverage foundation. And then for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Eraser Eye. Now this is quite yellow for my skin tone, but once blended in and sponged in, it's all good. It blends nicely. To look too powdered, but I apply the L'Oreal Nude Magique BB powder in the areas I need it most, so my upper lip, round the nose, under my eyes to set the concealer, and on my forehead. And moving on to contour, I'm using the Collection Blush and Glow palette. I absolutely adore this palette. It's such a great drugstore find. You've got 2 blushes, a contour shade, and a highlight as well. For highlight though, I want to use one of my new favourite drugstore highlighting palettes. This is from Sleek. I love it. It has 2 powder shades and 2 cream shades. It's just great. I'm applying that to my cheekbones, around the temples, down the centre of my nose, on the little tip of my nose, and also my Cupid's bow. With the Blush and Glow palette, I'm just using one of the blush shades and blushing up those cheeks. To brush through my eyebrows, I like to use a brow gel. This one's just by 17. I always use a drugstore brow gel. There's no point using a high-end one. They all do the same thing. I like to use this before and after I fill in my brows. It's just something I like to do. And to actually fill in my brows, I'm using an old favourite by Natural Collection. This is an eyeshadow in Crushed Walnut. Moving on to eyes, I'm absolutely obsessed with the Cocoa Blend palette by Zoeva. It's the perfect autumn palette. I'm starting off using the palest shade for a base, and then moving on to this gorgeous cranberry shade for the inner thirds and outer thirds. To really make those eyes pop, I'm just going to go back in with the palest shade just for the centre of the eye. And then for the crease, I'm just using this dark, rusty, burnt orange shade and taking that to further define the eyes. But I'm not going to use that on the lower lash line just yet because I want to use another product first. So now I'm using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Rust for the lower lash line. So I'm just going to dot a little bit of this on. It's so pigmented, so you can literally just draw it on, but I only wanted a light look. So I just dabbed it on, smudged that in with my finger, and then I'm using whatever's left on my little crease brush to go over the top of that to make the lower lash line area really stand out. And then for liquid liner, I'm going to be using the Soap & Glory Super Cat Skinny Liner. I absolutely love this. I love the original, but I love the skinny even more. It's so easy to create a winged liner, and it's so amazing for the price as it's drugstore. So just going to apply my wings and move on to the next step. A quick curl of the lashes, and then I'm using the primer end of the L'Oreal False Lash Superstar Mascara before going on to the main mascara. I love this. It's the Max Factor False Lash Epic Mascara. It's so good. I love the packaging. It's so black. It's really elongating and lengthening, and it has this super cool little ball tip as well, so you can really get to the root and tip of the lash. And then for lips, I love this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This is in the shade Copenhagen. It's just a super dark berry red shade, perfect for autumn winter. I think it really complements this look and finishes it off, and it's perfect from the Drugstore. It's one of my favourite drugstore brands for a liquid lipstick. Are all done. Here is my finished drugstore autumn makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a big fat thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!